My dear friends, we are going for a recent previous year question, December 2024 question paper. This is December 2024 question paper. Question number 5A. Hope all of you are ready. Montech Limited is engaged in processing industry. In product ZP passed through two processes A and B. During the month of September, input to process A basic raw material was 800 unit at 9 per unit. They given the data output unit, normal loss, scrap value, direct wage, direct expenses, selling price per unit. Total overhead 17,400 recovered as a percentage of direct wage. Selling expenses were 5,000. They are not allocated to the process. Two-thirds of the output of process A was passed to the next process. Balance were sold. The entire output of process B was sold. It is assumed that process A and B are not responsibility. You are required to prepare process A and process B account and profit from process B A and process B for the month of September. Shall we start, friends? So we'll go with first process A account. We'll go with first process A account. I know all of you are ready. I am also ready. Let's start. We'll go for process A account. They were telling first input. What is the input? 8,000 unit and at 9 rupees. Now we can take all the expenses. What are all the expenses? We have direct wage 12,000. We have direct expenses 6,000. We have to take overhead. See, overhead as a percentage of wage. They are not specifically tell what is the percentage. So we'll find out overhead recovery rate. How can you find overhead recovery rate? It is as a percentage of wage. So total is what? 17,400. So what is the total overhead? 17,400. What is the total wage? Total wage 12,000 plus 24,000, which is 36,000. So what is the overhead rate? That is 17,400 out of 36,000. You will get the percentage. What is the percentage, friends? 14.48 percentage. Round now. 48.33 percentage. So you will get the percentage 48.33. Now we have to go for overhead here. Your wage is 12,000, 48.333 percentage. You will get 5,800. Now you have to go for here by normal loss. What is the normal loss, friends? 5 percentage of your input. So into 5 percentage. What is the scrap value? Scrap value is 2 rupees. Hope you are all clear. Here there is a big point is there. Here there is a big advantage is there. Here by transfer is one adjustment. By cost of goods sold account, there are 2 points are there because they said very clear that 2/3 of process A is passed to process A and next to process. 2/3 of process A only pass from next to process. That means 1/3 you are not passed. Are you clear? So 2/3 you are passed means what? Output is 7,500. So 7,500, 2/3 only you passed. And here 7,500 into 1/3, 2,500. Now you have to go for your main step, equivalent unit cost. Before that, you have to check the unit column tally. Here the unit column is what? 7,900 only. So it is not tallied. So you have to tally the same 8,000, 8,000. This is what is called a abnormal loss. This is what is called what? Abnormal loss. Now we have to proceed. How we have to proceed? Abnormal loss will be the balancing figure. You will get an amount of what? 100. Now you can go for equivalent unit cost. I take the full total 95,800 minus 800 divided by 8,000 minus 400. So hope all of you are clear. You will get 12.5. If you done proper, it will be tallied. If you done proper, it will be tallied. Now you can go forward. Process B account. Process B account. How the process B account? Same way, same step to transfer from A. What is the amount? 5,000. And here, come on, friends. Can you just complete? You can post the video and try to complete. Now, let's see how many of you completed, friends. Same way we have to do for wages and expenses. Hope all of you found. What is the process to wage and expenses? Process to wage and expenses. Wage 24,000. Direct expenses 5,000. Overhead we know. What is the wage in that? 48.33 percentage. You will get 11,600. Here you will go your same way by normal loss. Here 5,000 into your scrap value is what? 10 rupee. Hope all of you are clear. Here you are sold. That is cost of goods sold or your finished goods. What is the amount? You sold 4,800 entire unit. Now you have to check the unit column. Here 5,300. So it's a case of abnormality. So how you will proceed? Now you have to go for equivalent unit cost. You have to add all your debit side 1,03,100 minus 5,000 divided by 5,000 minus 500. What you will get? 21.8. Hope all of you are clear. We have taken all the expense, scrap value, normal loss, everything. Now 4,800 into 21.8. If you done correctly, it will be tallied. If you done correctly, it will be tallied. Yes or no, friends? Now we can do profit and loss of process A account because they are asking very clear. Calculate the profit and loss of profit of process A and process B. Hope all of you are ready. So process A, process B. What is the sales value? Process A, how many unit you are sold? We tell 2,500. What is the sales value? 15 rupees. Process B, we sold a 4,800. What is the sales value? 25. Less cost. First, we'll take cost of production. What is the cost of production? You are expert. You don't want to do nothing. Already you transferred to cost of goods sold 31 to 50. Here it is 1,04,000. Now you have to take only one point, that is selling expenses. What they tell selling expenses? It is 5,000. So selling expense recovery rate they are not tell. We can go our own assumption. Let selling expense on the basis of number of units sold. You can take different way. Number of units sold, or you can take on the basis of cost of goods sold. Both are fine. On the basis of number of units sold. So what is the selling expense will come? Total units sold. Total units sold will be here 2,500. Here 4,800. What is the total? 7,300. So selling price per unit will be what? 5,000 divided by 7,300. You will get 0.68 or 0.685. Now you can get the amount 0.685 into 2,500. Here 685 into 4,800. This is what is your profit. My dear friends, you can do this one method. Now another one method, let me tell you. I'll tell you all the method for you. This is one method. Just listen. Just listen. Another method, alternative method is percentage of production cost. Cost of production. Percentage of cost of production. The total cost of production is what? 1,35,890. So what will be the percentage? 5,000 divided by 1,35,890 into 100. What will come? Why we do these two methods? Because it's question is silent. What is the basis? For overhead, they said percentage of weights, but selling expense they are silent. So 5,000 divided by 1,35,890 into 100. This is the way. So slightly will change. I'm not doing both the method. If you do this percentage, see you are getting 1149. One number. This is you can round off into what? 1150. Here you will get what? Into this percentage 3850. So this is the alternative method. So anyway, we can able to do it. So either of the method is correct. I have done both the method for you, and since second method we are getting little more round number, I given second method answer only on the board. Hope you are clear. Why we do both the method? Because selling expense, what is the recovery rate? They are not given. We did both the method. We can do on the basis of unit or as a percentage of cost of production. So 5,000 by 1,35,890, you will get this percentage. So this is the profit. So first process account we prepared, profit and loss of A and B we prepared. Hope all of you are clear. Please take your own time and complete, my dear friends. Let me tell one more thing. After this December, we have attached for you December 23. December 23 process account, if you see now, you will think that is it an exam question. If you gone through, if it is an exam question, see, this is 5A, December 23. See, input 1,000, material wage, normal loss, output is scrap. That means total overhead is 90%, which is recovered as what? 100%. This is a ditto of our first question. The first question we did the base. First question we did the base. So it's a ditto. It's a ditto. That means process account, majority of every exam will come. Sometimes process account alone, sometimes process account with joint and byproduct. You see the last two previous year exam, December 23 or December 24, whatever the exam you see the numbers. It's very easy. This first question. So this 4-year betterment, you can just practice. With this will wind up for the day. Please take your own time and complete this answer. Thank you all of you. Now, my dear friends, if you want to prepare general P&L, we got the profit of A and B. If you want to get a general P&L, now you can just go with the general P&L, where how it will proceed. Costing P&L, we'll have particulars, amount, particulars, amount. So we have two profit. First, profit from A. What is the profit from A? 5,100. Profit from A, 5,100. Next, profit from B, 11,510. Are you clear? Now what we can do now? Here you have abnormal loss, abnormal gain. I will do in 1 minute. The abnormal loss 1,250. We know we won't take full amount. We'll adjust after the scrap value. We'll adjust the scrap value. So abnormal loss will come this side. So what will come? Abnormal loss. What will be the amount? Your amount is abnormal loss. We taken what's the amount? Abnormal loss. Yes, abnormal loss 1,250. Here we have to minus what? Normal loss amount 100. What is the normal loss of first process? Scrap value. What is the scrap value amount? Can anyone tell the scrap value amount? Question. Scrap value of first process. Rupees. If you reduce, this is what abnormal loss. That means generally we'll prepare abnormal loss account. We are saving. Generally we'll prepare abnormal loss account. Do you remember? We prepare the abnormal loss account, process, and another side is what? Cash. Process and another side is what? Cash. Balance only carry forward to what? Costing P&L. I done shortcut here. I done shortcut here for you. So what is the abnormal loss we did? Can you tell the shortcut? 1,250 minus 200. Same way, abnormal gain also will adjust. We did cost of point abnormal gain. What is the abnormal gain they showed in the books? Abnormal gain they showed is what? 1 second. 6,540. So abnormal loss 6,500 minus, you have to reduce the amount. What is the amount? 300 into 10. So what will be the amount you will get? 6,540 minus 3,000. You can get this. You can go this way. This is by going with the general P&L. You can do this way also. This is what your net profit. This is also you can do, but they are not specifically asking costing P&L. But your ICMA suggested answer shown that also. I am just showing that for your reference. Your ICMA suggested answer, which is released by your ICMA, they showed this 19,100. See, this 19,100 net profit also. So I am just showing that alternative answer. That means general costing P&L also. General costing P&L. But we did in a shortcut method. But if you want to prepare this, you can prepare this method also. This method also you can able to prepare. With this question is over. So, my dear friends, we are going to do one of the 22 syllabus previous year question in joint and byproduct, which came for June 2024. So, this is a June 2024 question paper. Shall we start? It's a very good question. You will be able to understand how the questions are also testing for your exam. So, XYZ Limited process 150 kg of raw material in a month to produce two products. What are the products? P and Q. They given the cost breakup. Material cost 8 per kg, then other processing cost, direct material, direct wage, variable overhead, fixed overhead. So they given directly. The loss in process is what? 5% of input. So what is your input? In that 5% is what? Loss. That means good unit will be what? 95%. Good unit will be what? 95%. So if your input is 1,50,000, if 95% is a good unit, what will be the unit, friends? 1,50,000 into 95%. 1,42,500. Now they are telling it has to be apportioned in the output ratio of PQ 1:2. So they are given the unit indirectly. Sometimes they will give directly, here they are given indirectly. 1,42,500 is the output. So 1:2 means 1,42,500 into 1 by 3. You will get the unit of P. Very good. Now, selling price of two product also given. P at a 12 rupee, Q at a 20. So, selling price also given. Now, next is they given the clue for further process. With your permission, we'll read. A proposal is available to further process product P. So, which product they are going to further process? P. By mixing it with other material, the entire current output of P can be further processed. So P can be further processed. And they're telling very interestingly, if P is further processed, then the new product is called as what? S. The selling price of S is what? 15. And each kg of output of S will get what? 1 kg of P. That means if you give one input of P, you will get one input of what? S. Suppose if they tell 2 now, you have to change the unit. But here both are what? 1 unit will not change. The further processing cost. This is the further processing cost, which is 1,85,000. Prepare a statement showing monthly profitability. So profitability they are asking existing manufacturing operation and or further processing. So they are asking what is the profitability without further processing, what is the profitability with further processing. Will you recommend for further processing? Apportion the, how to apportion they given. It is not reverse cost method is given. Apportion the joint cost on the basis of what? Sales value. Are you ready? So we'll go for, with your permission, first one. See, you can just switch on your timer also. We'll complete within below 5 minutes. That much easy question only. So statement of profitability. Statement of profitability. So what are all the products we have, friends? What are the products? P and Q. This is we are doing statement of profitability without processing. That is without process. Without further process. After further process only S will come. So here there is no S. So let's start the game. First of all, you have the proper working note. Your input is what? 1,50,000 units. What is the loss? 5%. So effective will be what? 1,50,000 into 90 percentage. As you given me correctly, 95 percentage. So you will get 1,42,500. So what will be the P units? You have already given for me the clear data. Units of P will be 1,42,500 into 1 by 3. Here 1,42,500 into 2 by 3. Yes or no, friends? Now you can go for, if you want working note, you can just put 1:2. What is the selling price? Selling price is 12 and 20. So what is the sales value? Your sales value 1 into 2. Now we have to apportion the joint. We are preparing the profitability statement. So less joint cost. We have to reduce joint cost. Joint cost given or not, they given total. So we have to compute what? Computation of joint cost. How can you compute the joint cost? Material. What is the amount of material, friends? Here it is. Initial input 1,50,000 at a 8. 1,50,000 at a 8. What is the next item? We have other material. is other material? What is other material? Can anyone tell me? 3,50,000. Next, direct wage 2,80,000. Next, variable overhead what? 2 lakh. Next, yes, 1 lakh. Total amount is what? Now tell me how to apportion. Very easy. They given the question itself, not at all twist at all. So far we just taken from data from question. Now we are going to start the answer. Now only we are going to start the answer. Apportion the joint cost on the basis of sale value. The question is silent split off or final, but here it is only full top level first day. So you have to make it. So what is the amount? This amount you have to ratio on the basis of what? 57 by 247. You will get what? 5 lakh. If you want to work out in your calculator, take a short number. Bigger number will not work in your calculator. Again, are you clear? Understood or not? We did lot of joint cost. That is on the basis of 57 is to 190. On the basis of 57 is to 190, we have to apportion. On the basis of 57 is to 190, we have to apportion. See, now tell me, if it is the cases without further process, do you incur any other cost? No. If the heading is without further process cost, there will be only one cost involved, which is none other than what? Joint cost. So what is the profit? Your profit is 6. That's all. Answer is over. Now we have to do statement of profitability with the further process. Tell my dear friends, all the products are further process or only one product? One product. The product name is rechanged, which is called what? Yes. What is the sales value of yes? If you want, I will go by step by step. What will be the unit of yes? They tell very clear. Every unit of P will be converted into yes. So here it is 1:1. So yes also will be what? 47,500. If in the question they tell every 1 unit 2 output now, you have to take what? 47,500 into 2. But here it is every input you make what? 1 output 47,500. So what is the sales value? Point number 1 into the selling price they given very clearly. Yes is sell at what? 15 rupees. So 47,500 into 15. Now you have to reduce cost. Tell my dear friends, you know very well there are two type of cost involved if it is a further process cost. What are the two type of cost? One it is joint cost, another one it is further process cost. So what is the joint cost? Joint cost we know already. What is the further process cost? Can anyone tell me? Question already given, but still I want to get the answer from you. What is the further process cost? Further process cost very clear, perfect my dear friends. 1,85,000. So now if you take it, you will get the answer. What is the profit? Your profit is 7,500. Now you tell me, before further process, you are getting 60,000. Now you are getting 70,000. So what will be your comment? Comment. Do not recommend further process. You can give detailed answer. The reason is what? Profit is reducing. How profit is reducing? Here we are getting 70. Here we are getting only what? 7,500. And we have discussed it. There is a one shortcut also we can process. What is the shortcut? We don't want to do bigger statement. But here in this question, they are asking profitability for both the case. That is the reason we prepare this. Otherwise, there is a shortcut. What is the shortcut? Incremental revenue, incremental cost. That's all. Incremental revenue is what? Incremental revenue means 7,12,000. Your incremental revenue is what? 1,42,000. Incremental cost is what? 1,85,000. Additionally, you are getting only 1,42,500. Additionally, you are incurring what? 1,85,000. You can tell in one line it is not recommended. But in this question, they are specifically asking what is the profit after further process cost. That is why we did this. Hope all of you are clear. This is how questions are coming. If you understand very well the wording, you can easily complete. All the best, friends.